Most of you are making a big mistake. You hear your spouse complaining and immediately get defensive. You tune out, shut down, or fight back. Bad move. What if I told you that your spouse's complaints are actually a gold mine for your marriage? If you listen instead of react, you get a step-by-step roadmap to being a better lover, partner, and spouse. I'm Dr. Turpo, your marriage and relationship coach, and I teach couples how to win in their relationships. Today, I'm going to flip the script on complaining, because if you handle it right, it's actually one of the best things that can happen in your marriage. So, let's talk about why complaining is actually a good thing. You see, folks, complaints equal communication. Your spouse is telling you exactly what's wrong. It's a chance to improve. Instead of guessing, you get a direct playbook. Silence is way worse. When a spouse stops complaining, they've checked out. Okay, sometimes people will say to me, well, Dr. T, I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, man, she's always bitching and complaining and nagging and all that stuff is irritating. I said, oh, she's complaining? Yeah. I said, man, that's a good thing. They're like, what? That's a good thing? I said, yeah, that's a good thing, because as long as they're complaining, we've got a pulse. But if they're not complaining, that's when I get concerned as a relationship coach, because I'm like, uh-oh, this relationship's probably in ICU. It's in trouble. Your spouse complaining means they still care. They want things to be better. It's when they go silent that you should really start worrying. So, what are some of the biggest mistakes couples make when they hear a complaint? Number one, they get defensive. Instead of hearing the message, they focus on the delivery. Number two, they take it personally. It's not an attack. It's an opportunity to step up. And number three, they ignore it, thinking it's not a big deal. It's how small problems become big problems. Instead of tuning out, lean in. Listen, take notes, and use complaints as a cheat sheet to being a better spouse. So, how do we turn complaints into a stronger marriage? Step number one, shift your mindset. See complaints as feedback, not criticism. Step two, ask questions such as, what do you need from me? Instead of getting all defensive. And step three, take action. Small, consistent changes will turn into big relationship wins. And step four, check in. If your spouse has to keep repeating the same complaint, you're not learning. If your spouse keeps complaining about the same thing, it means you're not taking action. Fix it the first time. So, I had a client who always brushed off his wife's complaints, about not feeling appreciated. And after months of frustration, she just stopped complaining. He thought the problem was fixed. He thought, man, cool, we straight now, good. Nope. She was just done. The good news, he caught it in time. They came to me for help. He started listening, and now their marriage is stronger than ever. So the key takeaway, folks, I'm trying to say to you is that if your spouse is still complaining, it means they haven't given up on you. That's a gift. Use it. So how should we respond when our spouse complains? How should you respond when that happens, when your spouse complains? Number one, listen without interrupting. Don't fix, just hear them out. Acknowledge their feelings. I say things like, I hear you, I understand you. Number three, ask for clarity. What do you need from me to make this better? And number four, follow through. Take real action. Don't just apologize and repeat the cycle. You want to be a better spouse? Then listen, learn, and level up. So, folks, in closing, your spouse's complaints are not a bad thing. They're telling you exactly what they need. Listen, adjust, and watch your marriage go to the next level. So, drop a comment. What's one thing your spouse has complained about that actually helped you improve? Let's talk. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it.